So today we're going to be rocking a BenQ monitor. Now this monitor is for 1920 by 1080. So basically it's a normal standard 1080p resolution, which is still good video editing and everything like that. That's the norm. So you got after that 2K, 4K and 5K and 6K and 8K, and it sounds like 8K for money and 10K for money. That's how expensive the monitors go up. But if you're in the market for something that you just want a 1080p resolution that looks good and it's got all the functionality and it's got Eye-care and all this sort of stuff, yes, this monitor does have Eye-care. So if you're gaming or anything like that, it won't stress your eyes. That means you'll be able to game longer without having any fatigue in your eyes. And at £150 to £160, I'm going to put a link in the description down below. I'm going to search around to see if I can find to get get this monitor as cheap as I can, and leave it in the description down below. And also in the description down below, this is an EW27775ZH. I'm going to leave that in down below to make sure that's the right model, so you can see what I am actually looking at as well. So let's dive right in and see what it can do. The features of this monitor are HDCP, Sennheiser technology, Advanced Motion Accelerator AMA technology, 72% NTSC color gamut, cinema mode, super resolution technology, dynamic power saving, smart focus, flicker free technology, low blue light plus technology. This is a nice 1920 by 1080 resolution monitor, 27 inches. And to be honest with you, at 150 to 160 pounds, you can't really go wrong. The screen looks really, really nice and crisp and clean. And it doesn't look like there's any sort of dead pixels on the screen whatsoever, just by taking a look. The display type is an LED blacklight LCD monitor. It has an energy class B. And you may not be interested about energy consumption per year, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's 48 kilowatts per year, and consumption on mode is 33 watts. It's got a diagonal size of 27 inches diagonally across. Now, panel type is something different, which is an AMVA, which I've never really heard of before. But as looking at this screen, it looks like some great bit of technology. With an aspect ratio of 16:9, and a native resolution of Full HD 1080p 1920 x 1080 pixels, and a pixel per inch of 0.311mm is pretty awesome. With a brightness of 300 CDM over M2 and a contrast ratio of 3000 to 1 and 2 million to 1 dynamic, we've got colour support of 16.7 million colours and a response time of 12 milliseconds, typical of 4 milliseconds grey to grey. We've also got a vertical refresh rate of 50 to 76 Hz and a horizontal refresh rate of 30 to 83 kHz. Horizontal viewing angle is 178 degrees, which is quite cool for a 1920 to 1080, but we've had the 1920 and 1080p resolution for a long time, so we've been able to adapt and make the resolution a lot more better for your viewing pleasure. We've also got a vertical viewing angle of 178 and a backlight technology, which is LED backlight, which I said already before. If you're looking for a screen that's 1920 by 1080 resolution, then I would head over to this, because I do recommend this screen. But if you're worried about anti-glare and all that sort of stuff, I wouldn't look at this screen. I'll look for one with anti-glare, obviously. And also, if you're looking for a monitor that has decent speakers, no monitor really has any decent speakers. This has only got 2 watt RMS speakers on the back of it, which is more of a reference to hear that you've got something playing and you can use it as a reference. But I would definitely opt out for it. And the good thing about this monitor as well is that it's got line in, so you, instead of using your tower PC or laptop, you can actually plug it in and have some sort of amplifier from the actual monitor to boost some speakers. Not really powerful speakers, but it will definitely work as a slight little amp, like a Bluetooth speaker, very small. And it also has a 3.5mm jack as well, so you can plug in your headphones from the back, and it's got HDMI, two spots of HDMI in the back and 1 VGA out. It hasn't got DVI out, but you can get a converter and do it like that if you want, which is really great for cable management. I like how the button is on the front. You can press this button here and it gives you like loads of little functions and ideas of what you should do on the screen. So if I click it here, it goes brightness, intelligent, you can turn it on and off, and then underneath here is your power button, and then all of these buttons here it's got so many functions, like got tired eyes and OSD and all kinds of stuff on there. It's really quite cool, but generally it's just like a normal thing what you normally get on a TV, so you should be familiar with it. If you're not familiar with it, there is a slight description. When you press the buttons, it gives you a little bit of an idea. It's like common sense of like what you're going to be using the actual buttons for. So everyone's got their own different preferences. Like you can have cinema, like gradients on there, like if you're watching the film for your tower or a laptop, or if you're gaming, it's got game mode and all that sort of stuff. So very like common sense. It's all pretty cool. But anything more than that, the stand's really good. It tilts as well. It tilts like 20 degrees and tilts forward as well. So if you want to hang the monitor up, you can do. And it's not very heavy, and it looks very clean, and it looks very smart. Very good for having in the office or in the home or anything like that. And 27 inches is the new norm these days, and especially at 1920 by 1080 resolution, really quite cool. I can't really say much I didn't dislike about it, because I didn't really dislike much about it. It's just a 1920 by 1080 resolution, and we've had that for a long time, and we've been able to evolve. It's really quite crisp, really quite clean, even from zooming points of view, and viewing angles as well. It's like really quite good at 178, I think 178 or 168 viewing angles, but it's really quite good. I'm looking at it right now, and I can see Google really quite perfectly. Even from this distance, I can see it, but anything more than a few more meters away, it's kind of blurry a little bit. But technically, why are they looking at your monitor anyway? Ha! Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, leave a comment down below. And tell me if you got this monitor, or are you still going to be upgrading to a 1920 1080 resolution monitor, and maybe you want some more information, just hit me up. I don't mind commenting back and let you know the latest information or any finding outs that I found out about this monitor. Share this video, as other people might want to know more information about this monitor and all this sort of stuff, and it helps people out. And I'm off now. I've really got to go. I've got to get back to gaming. Anyway, see ya. Thanks for watching.